Hey there, hi there, Geminis, and welcome to your dream reading for the month of August. Okay, so up first for you, I have a goddess deity card to kind of give you a little bit of a good, energy to tap into. And this is the Curicula deity goddess, Tibetan Buddhism, and she's the goddess of wisdom. Okay, so we're going to be using her wise energy today to tap into, um, for sure. Okay, so your affirmation is for visualization. So visualize your dream. As we're doing the reading, try to visualize your dream and remember what you dreamed about. My mind is a powerful tool for transforming dreams into reality. Okay. Right. So, so up first we have awareness. Awareness. Okay. So having awareness. Interesting. So right away, I'm kind of getting the sense that you might be trying to understand. I feel like you're trying to understand someone better because she's sitting in this chair just like, laissez faire, like she's just like, I don't, like, she doesn't really care about what's going on behind her, but there is like a guy behind her with like a scarf and these different sign symbols on his scarf. And he's like almost like pouring some kind of liquid on her head, maybe, but she doesn't care. She's like not bothered by it. I don't know what that is in his hand or his hands, but she's not bothered by it. I don't know what it is, but not bothered by it. Um. Okay, so let's see. What is this about? Nine of Rings influencer and abandonment, walking away, disappointment. Eight of Cups. So an influencer and abandonment, walking away, disappointed. Eight of Cups. Stagnation, clinginess, fear of moving on. Interesting. I wonder if you're dreaming like about being an influencer or of an influencer, or this influencer walked away from you or left you, or you walked away from them. Well, the Eight of Cups picture shows someone like running away from this figure right here. So, and you have like the Eight of Cups here. So, if somebody did walk away from you, maybe because like you were like too hot to handle or something. I don't know. Like that's the kind of vibe or energy I'm like drawing on from this reading. Okay. So, okay, got the priestess card here. Okay, the high priestess card. So there's that too. So, um, yeah. Hmm. Secrets, mystery, the future as yet unrevealed. The woman who enters the current, if male, the current if female, silence, tenacity, wisdom, science, passion, moral, physical ardor, conceit, surface knowledge. Ooh, maybe you're like, you got this like really great like high priestess energy, like goddess energy. You like if you're a guy watching this or you might, I don't know, like I feel like you might um mm, you could be like an influencer and you could be like maybe interested in another influencer, but there's like some like stagnation or blockage or hindrance here because it's like you got to be cautious or careful like what you say, I think. But this high, if you are a female watching this high priestess energy, um also an influencer, and you could be like definitely very wise and very intelligent, so you um know how to kind of like hold yourself, like have conversations with other people um in this, in the in the sense that you're talking about certain topics, right? In the sense that you're um, both share a similar interest, like in how you're an influencer. Like you're both influencers, maybe in like the same field, right? So you can talk about that. That's what I'm getting. Death card, the Fool, and Five of Cups. So maybe you talk about death. You have dreams of death. This is a topic of conversation. Um, the Fool card could be that as well. Adventure, journeys, new beginnings, transformation, and Five of Cups. Some people don't like to talk about death. Some people talk about death in the sense of transformation, something spiritual, or the literal sense. So there's two different ways of looking at that. And then there's the Fool, and then there's Five of Cups. So um, maybe this high priestess likes to talk about death a lot. I don't know, like, or transformation and journeys. I think she likes to talk about both. Um, if I saw the Hierophant card, I think I would think more this was male related. But take what resonates. Like, it could be your divine feminine coming through a lot more and tapping into that a lot more versus tapping into your divine masculine. It could be, it depends. Okay, so the death card here. Um, end, mortality, destruction, corruption, somnambulism, which is sleepwalking. So, I was just talking about this for my Capricorn reading about these are your dreams, right? You could be having dreams that you're talking to a high priestess or you're talking to a high priest. You could be um, talking about death. You could be having dreams about death, the end of the world, corruption. Um, but you are looking at it from a very wise, um, intuitive perspective. And then the Fool card here: folly, mania, extravagance, intoxication, delirium, frenzy, bewilderment, negligence, absence, distribution, carelessness, apathy, nullity, and vanity. Yeah, like you got to be careful because this is an influencer that you're involved with, or you are the influencer. Let's just take it from the perspective that, like, for argument's sake, you're the influencer, okay? And you want to get involved with another influencer, but and you're having dreams of how this would work out, or if this is meant to be, or what would it look like in reality. I think that if that's the case, then you have to take a look in the mirror. I want to say, and like, how would you, in the real world, not your dream world, but in the real world, how would you manifest that, or what would that look like? And because some people don't like to be in the spotlight. Some people don't like to have attention on them. And you have to be cautious about that. With the intoxication and the delirium, that could be how you're feeling when you're dreaming. Okay, like you feel like delirious. And then there's folly, which is like mistakes. You don't want to overstep. You don't want to make a mistake with this person because you don't want them to like get scared, or like you don't want to scare them away. I feel like apathy. Yeah. Um, Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups. Let's see. This Five of Cups. A dark cloaked figure looks at three prone cups. Okay, well, this is a little bit different, this card, obviously, but it's a card of loss. It's supposed to be a card of loss, okay? Maybe you are having a dream of a dark cloaked figure. I don't know, but it's a card of loss. But something remains. That has three have been taken, but two are left. Okay. Inheritance, transmission, and okay. Okay. It may be a card of marriage, but not without bitterness or frustration. News, alliances, affinity, ancestry, return, false projects. Ooh, I like that. I know it's a reverse, but I like that. I think there's this sense that like this person, or this person that you like uh, could have um, a union, a marriage. Like they could already be, if this person is married or attached to someone or in a union with someone, um, but you having dreams about them, then I would say like that could be where the misunderstanding is, or like that's where there's like that like confusion. Um I think is what I'm picking up on. Because you like are like, well, why am I drawn to this person? But um, you know, they're like unavailable, right? Like, how are we connected, right? How are we like, why am I having dreams about them? Why me, right? I think because there's a deeper meaning than just like something surface level. I think there's a deeper connection, like a deeper bond, um, and a deeper reason and a deeper meaning and understanding. Um, yeah, because alliances, um, you can have an alliance with someone, just be on their side, be on the same side as them, like spiritually, politically, like the same field of business, um, a partner, right, in that sense, but maybe not a partner in like a marriage sense, right? Because either like they are married, right? Like you could just I want to say the High Priestess is an interesting card here because it does kind of give me that feeling that you can't always like know what the right path is, but you also know what you like. It's almost like you know what the right path is, but it's not the right path for everyone, I think, because not everyone is going to agree with you. Like, especially if this person is like in the public eye or they just, I think, you know what I think? I think I'm going to draw another card. That's what I think. Good things are about to happen. Yeah. Good things are about to happen. Okay. Um, for sure. Um, Here's a divine feminine goddess card. Kuan Yin, goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Yeah. I think you are probably like a little bit curious or to understand or recognize or like kind of wondering like what is this that I'm like what is this that I'm feeling, like why do I feel this way towards this person, like they're not interested in me, right? Or like they're not like um there's no like romantic feelings, even though Five of Cups is saying there's marriage and union. I'm just saying like it's not like it's almost like a friendly energy, but it's not like I'm not seeing like a romance here, but you're having a dream about someone that you're wondering why you're having a dream about that person. So you're trying to understand that, I guess. Three of Wands, okay? So this is probably your answer right here, Three of Wands. I think you have compassion for this person, and you want to know why. So, Three of Wands. A calm, stately figure with his back turned looks from a cliff's edge at ships passing over the sea. Three staffs are planted in the ground, and he leans slightly on one of them. He symbolizes established strength, enterprise, effort, trade, discovery, commerce. Those are his ships bearing his merchandise, which are sailing over the sea. Reverse the end of trouble, suspension, or end of adversity, disappointment, and toil. Yeah, the reason why you're having a dream about this person um, is because that's what they symbolize, um, is what you need, right? What you um, strive to achieve within yourself, right? There's strength, there's enterprise, right? There's like courage and compassion for another person, or like on understanding another person, um, and end of adversity and disappointment. Yeah, I feel like you've been like so disappointed like for so long that once you start dreaming about this person, um, I think you start to see the bigger picture. You start to see like what's out there. You start to see new horizons, new possibilities. Um, 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, 10 of coins, right? So, I think the more enterprises, like, I think you want to do something here with like business and enterprises. I think is what's happening here. And like, if they're an influencer or you're the influencer, let's say they're the influencer and they have achieved a certain level of success, like you're like, I visualize that. I want to see that for myself, right? That could be where your dreams come to reality. Like you've seen their dreams come to reality, and now you're like, okay, I want to do that too, right? And maybe they're like a wise teacher, somebody who can like help you understand how you can achieve the same level of success that they have. It's not necessarily like a romantic relationship. Um, it's like a mutual like respect for one's like business mind. Um, I think that's what I'm getting anyway. I don't know. 10 of Pentacles. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Um, 10 of Pentacles. A man and woman beneath an archway which gives entrance to a house and domain. Gain, riches, family matters, archives, extraction, the abode of a family. Um, yeah. Yeah. I think because, like, you don't want to be stuck in, like, an old-fashioned way of doing things, like, where you are, like, I don't know, like just like an old fashioned mindset. Like, if you're a woman, you can't make it on your own. If you're a man, you can't make it on your own. I mean, that's never ever been a thing. But maybe like somewhere in your like family history, like if you acted a certain way or you know, were different from everyone else in your family, kind of like the black sheep of the family, you probably like weren't able to make the success that like your family had on you, like their plans for you and your future, that didn't line up the way you wanted it to. So, um, and you kind of felt like disappointed that you let them down, but that's like a false belief that you're letting them down, right? Or like you had to meet their expectations. The only person's expectations you have to meet are your own. And somewhere along the lines, you met like a high priestess or a high priest, or you found out about this like new philosophy, this new like way of thinking spiritually, right? Philosophically, um, and that opened you up to like, this makes sense, right? This is what I want to do. This is how I want to live my life. And you stepped into that role and you had like this beautiful transformation, and now you are like in this wonderful new energy of 10 of Pentacles, where you're not like, okay, I need to like please my family and I need to do what my parents tell me to do. That's like a very adolescent mindset. What you need to do is you need to find your own individual voice, your own self. Yeah, you can take things from what they've taught you or what you've learned from them if it applies and it's proven to be an intelligent way of doing things. But if it hasn't proven to be that and you've been let down or you feel like it wasn't enough, the clarity you're getting now from these dreams is that you have to listen to that wise high priestess, high priest, that person who represents like business savvy, good, enterprising person that's doing the things that you want to do. That's like your mentor, right? Um, so I think you're having dreams about like someone who's trying to mentor you into like existence. No, like into yourself and who you are. Like if there's something that that person is doing that speaks directly to you and makes sense to you and makes sense to what you want to do with your life and what kind of person you want to be. That's like a mentor, that's a guide, that's a teacher, that's Yoda and like the Padwans, right? Like Star Wars stuff, okay? Like Jedi stuff, right? And that's really like key and essential and important here, ingredient here, um, to your success. So when you're having a dream about this person, you're not like, okay, this isn't like some love romance dream like I'm having. This is like, wow, this person is like meets me on my level and understands me at my level, like a mental awareness. And you're drawn to that and you want to explore that more and that shared likable energy, like of both having like similar minds, I guess. Um, so that's really interesting. And I think it's really like you can see here there's a man and woman meeting together and talking. And you could be having a dream of that, of you talking to this man or woman. And there's also a older, like grandfather looking figure here with a dog. So, and there that symbolizes loyalty and friendship. So there's loyalty. And this older grandpa looking dude, this guy could be like, you know, the, and there's a child here too. The woman has a child here. So maybe you have a child if you're the woman watching this or if you're the man watching this, right? So it depends. So um, the wise old man, he could be like, I'm keeping like watch over this. I'm helping these two meet somehow, right? Or like almost like he's like there, like watchfully just sitting and observing. I feel like. Um, yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, so let's see what else we got here. Take off your mask. Yeah. Like illusions, like taking off your mask. Like you don't need to be like living illusion anymore. Like you can take off that person that wasn't getting what you needed, like spiritually or you know, um, I'm getting a sense a lot of this has to do with like spirituality, but I also think like it could be more than that, right? Like it could be like something like intellectual. Because a lot of people can say they're spiritual, right? And like all into that stuff, but they're not like the intellectual side of it is playing a huge part in here. Um, and there's ballet slippers and a mask and she's taking off her mask and she has like flowers in her hair and she's just like I'm done like and it's a cat mask so I'm thinking she's done hiding who she really is, like she doesn't want to hide behind a mask anymore. She wants to be like her truest most authentic self. um and I think she was just like playing a part before, or like trying to fit into some like old fashioned views of how to live her life. But she's not afraid to show her true self anymore, is what I'm getting. And a cat has 9 lives, so I think she has lived quite a few lifetimes. Like, she's been through a lot in her life. But an influencer too is interesting, because an influencer is someone who they don't wear a mask, but like they show a version and a side of their life, of their style, right? Of what makes them happy, or like what drives them to succeed, right? Or like there's, but like they don't show um everything, right? Like they're not gonna be showing you like them taking out the garbage, right? Like they're not gonna be showing you, oh, I'm here doing a pile of my dirty dishes today. Yay, it's so fun. Like they're not gonna show you that, right? Because why should they, right? Why would they, right? Unless they're teaching you how to do wash dishes, right? But I don't think that influencer exists. But like they always show like the before and after, right? Like we're gonna make this beautiful, delicious cake, right? And then here's all the ingredients that go in the cake, and voila, the cake is done, right? Um, like a cook or a chef or a baker probably shows more step by step, but they don't show like, okay, now it's gonna take me an hour to wash all these dishes while the cake is baking. So just watch me wash dishes for an hour. It's so entertaining. No, right? That's not entertaining, really. That's really boring. That's like a chore. So once you take off your mask and you like, you show like, that side of you that's like a little bit more like, yourself, like what's going on with you right then and there, and you show like what you really want to show, um, then and you stop hiding, then you're gonna see how you're gonna connect more to people. You're gonna connect more to like um, what you're trying to achieve, and like who you're trying to be, and who you really are. You're gonna connect yourself to yourself. Like you're gonna feel like yourself again. I know, crazy, right? But that's like what I'm getting is like your dreams have been like telling you like be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. And you're like, no, I can't be myself. I can't be myself. I have to put on a mask. I have to put on a mask. You don't have to put on a mask. You can be yourself. It's okay. Like, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. So, okay. So Two of Swords. This is an interesting card to get right after you're told to take off your mask. Okay. So let me explain it a little bit. Okay. You're not used to taking off your mask. You're not used to taking off the blindfolds that you've like kind of like covered your own intuition, your own abilities to see things, okay? And you put up your defenses, I feel like. And I think you did this because, Death, the Fool, Five of Cups, you have like kind of like generational curses, or like karmic energy of like other people's karmic energy being put on you, or lessons on you, and so you're like, I'm done, I'm blocking myself off from this, like I'm done. And it's a good thing to block out those crazy negative things, that's for sure. um but you have to kind of like face these challenges, um and you have to like show who you are during these challenges. and you have high priestess intuitive energy, so you can do it. You definitely can do it. Um, so Two of Swords. So if you're worried for whatever reason, like you can't handle taking off your mask and stepping into that role that you were meant to step into, think again. Think again. Okay? Because you definitely were. Okay? A hoodwinked figure balances two swords upon her shoulders. Conformity and the equipoise, which it suggests courage, friendship, affection, concord in a state of arms, intimacy. Reversed imposter, falsehood, duplicity, and disloyalty. Yeah, like you don't want to be seen as imposter or you don't want to be seen as like being disloyal or something to your family. If you step into the role that you were born to play, well, be like it's not playing, it's who you are, like so, but you've been conditioned to believe, like, here's a perfect example. Okay, I'll give you the perfect example. I was raised in a very Christian family. Okay, tarot cards, witchy stuff, goddess stuff, like all that stuff. No, don't do that. Not allowed, not allowed. Okay, you'll go to hell, you'll burn in hell for all eternity. Am I burning in hell for all eternity? No. Okay. Um, I am actually just being myself. Like, I love reading tarot cards. I love all that witchy stuff. I love Halloween, okay? There's a reason why I'm drawn to it. It probably has something to do with, like, a lot of different reasons, okay? I'm not going to get into all of them today, because there's probably a million of them. But it's still something that I've been called to do or drawn to do for so many different reasons. And you're being called to step into what you're meant to do. Maybe you were told, like, you're never going to be a chef or a cook, or you're never going to win anything. You're never going to, like, be a singer. You're never going to be a dancer. You're never going to, like, do anything with your life. You are going to do stuff with your life. You are going to make something of yourself. I'm living proof that I achieved levels of success people told me I was never going to be able to achieve. I'm living proof. I'll tell you that right now. I am living proof. But you have to accept it too. Because it's not just going to take me telling you that you deserve the happiness that you want. You deserve to be with the like-minded people that understand your level of intelligence and you're drawn to. You're not going to be able to believe that until you start actively participating and doing it. And that's why I find, like, you're drawn here between two different worlds. You got your family over here that's like, oh no, don't touch tarot cards. They're the devil. Like, nope, that's bad juju. And then you have people with tarot cards over here that are like, tarot cards are freaking awesome. And you're like, yes, they are. And you want to go with that group over there. Okay. So it's a fine balance. It's a fine line. But it's something you need to try anyway. Try to go with the people you like. Go hang out with them. Like, go read tarot cards with them. Whatever that thing is that you want to go do it. Don't stop and hold yourself back and tell yourself you can't. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Okay? I believe in you. So there's one person already that believes in you. Okay? And doing this is going to give you so much courage. It's going to cause you to get more friends. And you're not going to have to pretend you're someone you're not anymore. Next time someone says, oh, like, what do you do for fun or something like that, or not fun, but like, what do you do with your life? I don't know, like, what do you do for fun? Live my life. Live my best life. Live my best, most authentic life. And it's going to be a challenge for you because you've been told your whole life and conditioned your whole life to believe not to live your best life. Okay? But you are. You are supposed to. Okay. Um, um, so I think, to make sense of this all, um, you're definitely like going back in time a little bit, and you're going to like look at that old version of yourself that you used to be, and you're going to remember what you wanted, like from life, like your dreams turning into reality, right? And what you dreamed of, your past self, who you were in the past. And you're going to look at yourself now currently and be like, am I doing that? Am I making my dreams a reality? Right? And you're going to be like, okay, I'm making my dreams a reality in this area or this aspect, but not really so much in this area or this aspect. And then you're going to fix that by making your dreams a reality. So the awareness here is for you to have awareness of what's going on. Okay. So if somebody is like behind you and they're like, it's almost like this guy is behind her programming her head or something. I don't know. But it's just like a weird picture that makes like no sense to me at all. But trying to make sense of it, I think, is what you're doing. Is you're trying to make sense of what's going on here, okay? And you're like, in that high priestess energy, and you're like, I'm just gonna do whatever I can to make sense of this right now, okay? And this influencer card, 9 of Rings, it's like 9 lives and 9 rings. Okay. Um, you are still being your truest, most authentic self. But you are going to do it like in a new way. Like, it's almost like you're meant to be your most truest self in a way that you really like. It's almost like you were being true to yourself before, but it wasn't really like aligning with like what you like. You were kind of torn between two versions, like almost like you wanted to put your time and energy into something, some kind of project, but you weren't really doing it. And that's your dream, your reality. Like, you weren't putting enough energy and time into your dream, into making it a reality. You were doing other things, I think, before, but I think you're walking away from that. I think you're now, you were afraid before, 8 of Cups. Like, you were afraid to do that before, definitely. But you're not afraid anymore. I think you're saying goodbye to someone here that you were afraid, like, to step away from. So, yeah. And then you have the Priestess. Good things are about to happen. You recognize your suffering in order to release it. And you're having compassion for yourself, and you're curious to like understand what that means, what that is all about. And you're starting a new adventure. You're gonna see success come from this, and you're it's like you're not your awareness has made you aware that you weren't aware before, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like what I'm getting. And I think the best thing to do would be to embrace this colorful life, to try this new path that you're on, to succeed. And also, Queen of Cups. Sensitivity, intuition, healer, inspirational, femininity, shy. Like, it's okay to be shy, to um, like being new to this experience and like what you're going through. Just know that like you are open to this new adventure and this new journey of, not hiding who you really are anymore. And just be careful of people, who are shallow and manipulative, because that was like the old crowd, right? That was the old group of people that you were surrounding yourself with, and that you were, you know, hiding who you really were around, because you're not a shallow person and you're not a manipulative person, and you are around shallow manipulative people. So now that you're not around them anymore, it's gonna be a whole new like energy shift, and it's gonna be new and kind of scary, but a good scary, because these people that you're gonna put yourself around are gonna be intuitive just like you. They're gonna be healers just like you. They're gonna be inspirational just like you, and they're gonna be sensitive just like you. So it's good for you to like be around people like you that are like that. Those are good qualities, okay, in people. Being shy and sensitive is like, I think, a good thing. Being disloyal and shallow and manipulative is not, okay? And then you have Thelka, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own, okay? So you are your own person. You don't need to like go with the crowd of like shallow manipulative people anymore. Even though like if you are an influencer or you've been around other influencers, they can be very shallow people. They can be very materialistic people. There are also influencers that are influencing good change in the world and that share similar things to you, similar spiritual beliefs, similar ideas and philosophy, and you know, different, same logic as you, right? Same feelings as you. Okay, that's what I have for you. Love and light always. Bye.